30 of the Tay and Tristan Hour. I just realized this is the 30th episode.
That 30th episode, and we have a special guest with us today.
We sure do. Very special.
Yes.
She is one of a kind.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aunt Tracey.
Yeah.
Hey, hello. Thank you for that very special introduction.
Yeah, of
nephew.
course. Well, you're a very special person.
She is.
Thank you so much.
She is. We have mentioned Tracey in our podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
And she has told us, she'd be like, why y'all be talking about me? And I ain't never been on the podcast. So this is our 30th episode.
Mm-hmm.
And here she is.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your 30th. Yeah, here I am, finally.
Yes. And so Tracey is my oldest sister, but Tracey's been like a second mother. She helped raise all of us.
Yeah, and trust me, they were all brats. But that's another story.
You definitely were, Mom, for sure.
Hey.
Yeah, she was the worst one, I think.
That's not true.
Well,
no, she was a good little girl.
It's close to true.
She's still a good girl.
You know, it ain't this true, Tracey? Like all the times, as close as me and Tracey are, me and Tracey have only had one fight.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Only one.
Only one.
Yep.
I didn't think it was a real fight. It was just like a
argument.
Oh, it wasn't like a physical. You guys never threw hands or anything.
No, it was just like I'm mad at you. You met, whatever, and we made up a couple hours after that. It was all good. So.
Yeah, and I think it was just life circumstances in the way, and we were all frustrated with stuff, and
that's
then
all.
That was it.
Well, no big deal.
I was like, I love you. I don't want to be mad at you.
She's my baby.
Yeah. No, that's it. So that's what But yeah, we've only had one.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And you used to aggravate your auntie.
Oh, don't even get on that subject, 'cause,
That is not true. Lies and treachery will get you nowhere.
Oh my God, you are so. That's another story.
Yeah, he's always was saying like, "Hey, Aunt Tracey. Hey, Aunt Tracey. Guess what?"
Yeah, and he knew that aggravated me so bad, but. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, most of the time I was coaxed into doing that. That wasn't on my own.
You didn't have to do
it. I wasn't on my own volition.
You didn't have to do
it. But you did it to aggravate her. You'd be like, "Hey, Aunt Tracey, guess what?"
He knew it aggravated me too, and that's why he did it. Yeah. But I still love you. Well, you my favorite little foot.
Oh, thank you.
Now people are going to be calling you Littlefoot now.
No, don't call me Littlefoot.
That's his nickname. My Littlefoot.
No, Littlefoot. That is no worse than whenever we have Ivory on here, in which she will call you. Ivory is Tristan's cousin. She will be a guest on our show as well.
They are inseparable, them two together, I tell you.
Yeah. We had a lot of good times with them, but we had to break them up a lot too, didn't we? I had to keep Tristan away from Ivory. Tracey, you remember that?
Yeah, because they was just doing the most a lot of times, But they love each other and they would do anything for each other. If one go down, the other one's going down. So, hey.
Well, it depends, but
whatever. You do anything for your cousin. She do anything for you.
Yeah.
It's like she found your shoes at school.
Yeah.
Terrorized the whole school just to find her cousin's shoes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she did.
Yeah, I was astonished. I couldn't believe it.
I know, right?
I couldn't believe she found it.
Alfred was on a mission that day, I tell you. She was not going to let you go without your shoes. And she didn't care what she had to do to get their shoes back. But she did. And that was the best day ever.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I had just bought some Timberlands with my child support money. I bought some Timberlands, and I've been wearing them for a little while, but I left them in the locker room during PE, during gym class, which was stupid. I just left them there on the bench, and I came back and they were gone. I was like, I couldn't believe, like, somebody just stole my boots. Like, that's crazy. I didn't have any shoes. I don't even remember if I wore shoes for the rest of the day.
I'm sure you didn't.
I had, like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I don't even know if I wore shoes. But yeah, I
That
don't
was
know.
crazy.
I don't know how long it was. It might have been a week or two. I don't know. But I was just sitting in a drama class, and the cop comes in, or he tells me to come to the door, and he's holding my boots, and I had the greatest explosion of excitement in my chest. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So yeah,
And I
she's.
was telling she was like, Mom, she's like, I found Tristan's shoes. I was like, you did? She's like, yeah. She's like, I was on a mission. I was like, okay, well, I'm glad you found your cousin's shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she make the kid like take them off?
Yeah, she was about to beat that kid up. She was on a mission that day. I tell you, she was mad because she knew. I think she knew the kid, and once she found out, I don't know how she found out, but once she found out, she was just like she was terrorizing our whole school.
Mm-hmm. I knew him
I
too. I
felt sorry for
mean,
them kids.
I didn't really know him. I knew of him. Like, I'd seen him around school
Yeah.
or whatever. I never noticed him wearing the boots or anything. I don't know. But I guess she just saw him and said,
I
yeah.
think she said she saw him with the boots on. I think.
Yeah,
she
he
did.
was wearing them at school.
Yeah. It
Which was his
crazy.
first mistake. He should have just never wore them back to school, and then he would have had some
Right.
free boots. That's what I would have done.
Right.
Why would you bring them back to the place where you stole them from? Like,
Right.
that's
Right.
just stupid.
That was dumb on his part, but I guess he wasn't thinking that somebody was going to notice him wearing the shoes. But
Yeah.
you don't know. Ira Bratton was on the job that day.
I love that. I will never get tired of that story. That is so
Oh, I know.
awesome.
That's a great story. Yeah,
I love
was.
it.
But like
love
I said, she would do anything for her cousin. She loves her cousin very much.
Yeah. And you would do anything for her too.
Of course, I would get her stolen shoes back.
That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just awesome. So I can't wait to have Ivory on here as well. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for that day. But we had to have Tracey on today.
I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Yes. I wish you were here in person. So maybe,
Oh, I know.
whenever you come back to Florida to visit, you can be here in person.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then have
Most
you
definitely.
and Mom on here together.
Oh my God, that'll be a disaster.
Oh, no. Why is it going to be a disaster? I thought she was going to be on here today. So I was expecting to hear
Yeah,
her
I was
voice.
expecting Mom in here today. Why didn't
No.
Mom want to do it?
I don't know. I think she's tired of us. I don't think she.
She ain't
She
tired.
didn't. She didn't
ain't
say
tired,
anything.
y'all.
I didn't ask her though, but she didn't say anything about doing it today.
Mm.
So I don't know.
I
You
don't
should have
know.
asked her.
Yeah, you should have asked her.
She probably would have said no.
She's probably like, no, I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah, she's probably like, I don't want to be on there with y'all. I'm tired of
I don't
y'all.
want to be on our job. Y'all talk too much.
But she asked me earlier what we were talking about, and I said we were going to do like the fear of AI and then like kind of distinguish what's real and what's fake and all that. So,
Right.
but she was like, oh, okay. And that's all like she said.
Well, she
so.
doesn't know anything about that.
But but it's not just about AI. It's other things we're going to talk about. But yeah, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so I don't know. Well, we'll kind of see. So
I guess it just wasn't interesting to her, I guess.
I don't know. She was more concerned the fact that you ran out of your ranch dressing and she had to eat mine, and she didn't. She was not happy about that.
What?
Well, why she didn't go get her some?
Oh, I forgot. I meant to get some ranch.
She was like, yeah, because I was, girl, this is what happened. So I was half asleep, and she was all like, oh. She was getting ready to eat her salad, and she was like, man, Tristan be eating up some ranch. She was like, dang, he's out. And I was like, well,
he's
Mom,
out. By the way,
Again.
he's out. Not we're out or
Yeah.
she's out. He's out, which means it's my ranch.
right.
Right. You ate up all the ranch, Tristan.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord
But she
have
was,
mercy.
she was like, man, I said, Mom, I got some ranch in there. She was like, I don't like that kind. It's Hidden
What
Valley.
kind? What
It's
brand
Hidden
is it?
Valley Ranch. It's Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh.
Yeah, I use the Great Value Ranch.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the kind she likes because it's Tristan's, and Tristan is the
Right.
prince.
Oh
Okay.
no,
Right.
that's ridiculous.
That's her.
But
That's her baby.
Tristan. Okay, we're not going down that road, but yes, Tristan is
Right.
the prince, right? So what he eats and buys is what she loves, right? So I said, well, Mom,
Right.
I said, I have got Hidden Valley Ranch in there. I said, just eat that. And she was like, I don't like that. But she got her mouth set on some salad. So so she was like, oh. She's like, man. She's like, well, I guess I'll just have to eat something else. And I said, well, Mom, just go ahead and try it. She was like,
she was salty.
yeah.
Salty about the ranch dressing.
She was salty about the ranch dressing. So anyway, I look back over, I'm in the living room on the couch, and I look back over, and there's Mom getting some. So she's like, well, I guess I'll try it. I guess I'll go ahead and eat some of it. And so she ate some of my Hidden Valley Ranch with her salad. Anyway, because she wanted some.
I'm pretty sure she was probably complaining the whole time. This tastes good. I don't know why I just need to eat all the ranch. I can hear her now.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't text him. She didn't text you to get some more ranch?
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay. Maybe she likes the Hidden Valley Ranch. I don't know, but
She
when you see it all gone, then you'll know.
I know. She's probably like, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, I guess. But yeah, she was salty that you ate up all the ranch. She was not happy.
All my ranch.
I'm surprised you didn't get cussed.
No, girl, she isn't. She is.
She ain't gonna cuss Tristan.
She is no.
He can do no wrong, so
he does no wrong. Girl,
he does no wrong.
If you've listened to some of our other podcast episodes, Mom will be me and Tristan will be sitting here talking, and she'll look over at him, and she was like, "You need to get some glasses. Your frames are bent. Can you even see? Are you okay?" It's like, Mom, really?
I know she does that. I know she does that when I'm on the phone with her. She'll be talking about Tristan. I'd be like, "Are we talking about? We're talking about this," and then she goes off into Tristan. I'd be like, hello? So okay.
Hello.
We'll get on Tristan. Right.
Your daughter's over here.
Right. Exactly. So
listen,
it's all good though.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry. I just get all the attention. Oh well.
You do. You are the favorite grandchild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Like, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
Because you'll never be able to leave or move out.
Ever. As long as Wanda is on this earth,
you ain't going nowhere.
You are not going any. Try to move out, Tristan, and trust him, leave. She will be on your tail, on your heels. Well, where you going? What's your apartment look like? What side is it on? 1,000 questions. Well, I'm coming with you because I'm not staying with Shantae.
You said it. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
No, but the thing is, everybody in this house says that. Nobody here wants me to leave. Because I'm the glue that holds this house together. And you know
what? And your mom, she talks that crap, but she don't want you to leave either.
Of course she doesn't.
Oh
no,
Tracey.
and Johnny doesn't, and Grandma doesn't. Nobody wants me to leave.
None of them do.
It's like the family will collapse if
Tracy,
I leave.
whose side are you on?
What do you mean?
I'm on your side.
You know it's true.
You know it's true. If Tristan wants to leave, get an apartment, you'd be like, "My baby's leaving home." Say it ain't so.
Yeah, you'd be an empty nester.
It's not
so.
Well,
mostly.
It's not so.
It is so.
It is so. We already know Tristan, right? We already know.
Oh my gosh. See, my big sister was supposed to be on my side, but that's what big sisters do. Side. They tell it like it is, I guess.
Exactly. Somebody has to.
Somebody has to, right? Exactly.
He is my baby. He's my one and only baby.
That's right. That is right.
Yeah.
Johnny doesn't want you to leave. Johnny's just like Mom. He's like, if you leave, I'm going with you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he can take his shushing ass on too, because he was shushing me yesterday.
Girl, I was just like, if he don't stop all that shushing, I'm gonna have to bust him in the head.
He was shushing me.
Right.
Well,
I was like, why is he shushing you?
Everybody needs a little shushing once in a while.
You know what?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, me included.
Yeah. Shh.
Right.
No, I would miss Tristan if he moved out. That is true. But I
Right.
would understand if you needed to, but I would miss you very much.
She
Yeah.
would.
I
She'd be
would.
over there, calling you. What you doing, Tristan?
Of
I'm coming
course.
over.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Are you eating?"
Yes. She would be worried sick about you.
Oh my gosh. Are you safe? Are you locking the
Right.
door?
Right.
Yeah. But I guess that's, a normal for mothers.
Who's over there? Mm-hmm.
Right. Make sure you get home before dark.
Oh my
Lock the door.
gosh. I know. Gosh, I'd be calling him all the time.
Yep. You would every day. Every day. Tristan gonna be like, oh my God, my mama's getting on my nerves.
Yeah. I mean, she already does that. So
I-
it wouldn't be much difference.
no, you just wouldn't be under my roof. That
You
would
just
be
would
the
be
only.
under a roof. Right. Exactly.
We would be in Tristan, and Johnny would be worse than me. Honestly, I think Johnny
I
would be worse than
think
I am.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he would.
Because Tracy, you know how Johnny is. I think
I
he would
know.
be.
Yeah, I think he would.
Because
He'd be worried sick. He would. He'd be worried sick.
yeah, he
He
couldn't.
say he wouldn't, but he would.
Oh no, if we were out at the store, he'd be like, "Come on, let's swing by Tristan's place. I need to go see him. I need to go talk to him about something."
Every day, right? Every time you go out,
Every
let's go see
time.
what Tristan's doing. Let's go see what Tristan's doing.
Well, what if I move to another state? Like, what if I move?
Oh my gosh,
What
are
if
you-
I what if
Boy,
I
don't even
moved?
say that because you about to give your mama a heart attack.
Right, exactly.
What if I moved? What if I moved to like Montana or something?
What?
Yeah.
Boy, please. Your mama would be like, you're not going anywhere. Or she'd be trying to move somewhere close to you, close enough, maybe not in Montana, but trust me,
No,
she'd be trying to get close to you.
no,
No.
Yes.
no.
Yes.
You are not moving out of state.
See, look, see, there you go. There it is right there.
Why
You
not?
see the look on my face right
I
now.
know. She looks very perturbed.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
There
No.
it is.
But I'm
There it
sure
is.
I'm sure eventually we might get to the point where we have the technology to where it's like we could be in the same room with each other. You know what I mean? Like virtually. So
That
it'd
would be
be it'd be
That'd be weird.
it'd be the same. It'd be like we're just sitting next to each other.
No.
No, it wouldn't
You
be
know?
the same because you can't touch each
Well, not
other. You
exactly,
can't,
not exactly the same, but
Mm-mm.
close enough.
No.
But the way things are going, you just never know.
This is the
Just never know.
fear of AI and technology.
But I'm
That's
but
what
I'm
we're talking
saying
about.
I'm saying let's just say that I did move to another state and you just wanted to see me. You wouldn't sort of use that kind of thing to communicate with me. It'd be like, people are already doing that kind of stuff, like with the VR, the virtual reality. It's like you're
Yeah.
sitting right next to us. Have you seen the thing with
But you just can't touch,
yeah.
Right.
Have you seen the thing with Mark Zuckerberg and you probably haven't seen it, but with the thing from Meta, like their new technology, it's literally like they're in the same room together. And like their bodies are like simulated, but it looks like their bodies and their face.
That's creepy. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
I'm gonna have to show you the video after this, but yeah, it's like they're literally in the same room.
I
That's
don't like
creepy.
that.
I don't think I'd like that. That's too creepy.
But if you have somebody a loved one that you miss or whatever, it'd be a good way to communicate with them rather than just on the phone
I
or
mean-
texting.
I know, they're there, but they're not really there. I mean,
No, but
not
it's
in-
better than them not being there at all.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
I guess. Yeah.
I guess so. I think I get it from that standpoint. Okay. But that is just
What's the downside of that? There's no of that thing in particular. There's not really a downside of that. It becomes a downside when that's all people are doing instead of seeing each other physically. But for something like that, if you just want to talk to somebody that is far away, it's a good thing.
Like I
But-
said, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, but yeah, it is creepy. And I think too, but I think, but the more that people, because we like convenience, people like convenience and people like to
Right.
isolate and people don't, in the way the world is, they don't like being around each other, even family. Am I right, Tracy? Like even family,
true.
they don't
That's
like
true.
to, they
Be
don't,
around, yeah.
they don't like to. Like, we like to be around each other, but I think
Well, most of
a
them.
Yeah,
lot of people
some.
don't, right? Some
Right,
don't.
right.
Yeah.
And I think that they'll use that as a reason not to. Like, hey, we can just meet this way. And then more and more and more
Right,
people will do
right.
it. And then it will become a
And
norm.
won't nobody be, yeah, won't be getting together, It's just like, oh, well, I'll just, whatever that virtual reality thing, whatever, and
Hmm.
Hmm.
be right there, with you, whatever. But it's not the same as being there with you.
Right.
I mean, they're with you, but they're not with you, what I'm saying, in person.
Well, the
Right.
same.
It's not the same connection.
But it's
It's not
kind
the
of
same.
Right.
already happened. I mean, just look at the difference between when you guys were my age and now. Like now, like it's become normal to just text somebody some words
Yeah. That's true.
rather than talk to them face to face or even talk on the phone. A lot more people prefer to just text somebody than to even talk to
Yeah,
them on the
and I don't
phone.
know why. It's just like, why do people, and then like when you text somebody, it's just like they don't text you back right away. They might leave you on red for, a day or two and text you
Yeah.
back. You'd be
she,
like, I texted you
she's
like 3 or 4
she
days
is
ago, and
worried
you
about.
just now texting me back. I think that is so aggravating to me.
Girl, did you
I'm
just
like,
say they might leave you on red? Is that what you said?
See, that's what she's
yeah,
just worried about not getting the response.
right, right. That's what that is, right. You just gonna leave me on red? No, no.
Yeah, so you can't leave somebody on red in person.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right, exactly, exactly.
But no, that's true. But no, but you should get a response back. But that's a respect thing, though, right? Because that's not like. But you're right. It is a generation. It is a generational thing. Because like I remember, and probably Tracy remembers too. Like because Tracy's older than me. She's the oldest. But even like whenever I remember when people would write people notes,
Yeah, make
people would
write letters.
we talk
Yeah, write
write
letters.
letters to each other, and
Hmm.
you knew what was going on in people's lives then, but
Right.
you still
Yeah.
had the telephone. But I even remember whenever texting first started, and you had to hit the numbers 2 or 3 damn
Ten
times to
Yeah.
get
times to
to
get the
one
letter, to
one
get to one
specific
letter.
letter.
Now, yeah.
Hmm.
But
And
you know what? It's just like with the letters, it's more, it was more private. Now,
yeah,
with all the texting and, and all that, when it's everything is being, they can see everything that you text. You know what I'm
yeah,
Hmm.
saying? Like the government can see everything you text. It's just like, when you're on the phone, you don't even have to be talking, and you just be, if you set the phone is off and you're talking to somebody about something. Next thing you know, you get on your phone, and you look and be like, wasn't I just talking about this the other day? And you'll start
Yeah, they'll
seeing
show you
all,
ads about it or whatever you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
and that you have no privacy anymore,
mm,
and it's it's crazy,
that's
it's
Yeah,
just
that
like,
true.
is one thing that has come with technology in general
That's
yeah,
true.
and social
you
media
have
and
no privacy
everything.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's scary too. People don't
it
have
is.
privacy anymore.
You don't.
And sometimes, yeah, that's creepy as well. It's like
It
we were just
is.
talking about that, and this pops up, or you'll see it on television or something. It's
Mm-hmm.
weird. It's very weird.
Hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's just I don't. It's interesting because I was talking about this in a group earlier this past week or last week, and we were talking about kind of like the generational kind of perspectives and the differences like each decade or a couple of decades whenever like you look at mom's generation and kind of whenever you had all these different technological advances and how they didn't like it and how
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to kind of change and adapt to these
Right. It is.
changes, and
It
how
is.
mom's generation probably looked at it like, oh my gosh, the world's going to hell in a handbasket because
Right.
they're doing
Right.
this.
And that's the way they think, because
Yeah.
a lot of the older, like, like me and
Hmm.
John, what I'm saying, like the technology is getting so advanced. It's just like with these phones and stuff,
Yeah.
we we have a hard time trying to figure out, what what's going on, what I'm saying, and
Hmm.
with, like I said, with mom, she, I mean, she has the phone, what I'm saying, but a lot of things she don't really understand on
Right.
these phones. She has to have Tristan have to help her with a lot of
Hmm.
different things, and it's scary, as time goes on, you know, we're not going to know how to do anything because the technology is going to be so far ahead of us, It's just every year, new generations. It's just, I don't know. It's really scary for a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of the older, so
Yeah, it's almost kind of like we become obsolete in a way.
yeah.
You think about it, like Tristan and Ivory grew up where they grew up with computers, and they grew up with the internet, and they grew up with a
Hmm.
lot of the advanced technology that we didn't have.
Right.
We didn't have internet. We had computers because computers came
Right.
out in the 70s, 80s.
Hmm.
Because what was the first thing that came out? Was that MySpace?
MySpace was like the first social networking thing that came
Networking thing.
out
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
Facebook.
Okay. Yeah.
Was MySpace, and that's where you met people and
Right.
kind of set up, and then you
Hmm.
kind of were able to burn music CDs and things like that came out before Apple iPods
Hmm.
and all
Right.
that stuff.
All that stuff.
And you had to go through a whole process just to burn 10 songs on a CD.
Right. Ain't that crazy?
And now you can just download something on Spotify. I mean,
Right.
it's just how easy it is to just download Spotify and listen to music.
Yeah.
Right.
And back in the day, you just didn't have that. You just didn't. You had to. I mean,
Well, yeah,
I
but
know.
that's technology is for mostly it's for convenience.
yeah.
It's to make
I
things
didn't
it's
know.
to make things easier.
Right.
You know.
I didn't know anything about Facebook
Mm-hmm.
until Ivory. She was going to the library, and we didn't know why she was going to the library so much. And we just thought, she was going to look up something or whatever. She was going like every day or every other day or whatever. Mama, I go to the library. I'm like, dang, you going to the library awful lot. So one weekend, we just decided to take us. We all went that day. And so she's like, well, Mama, want to go over here and get on the computer and look up some stuff or whatever. So I said, okay. So me and John were just kind of, milling around in the library. And next thing I know, walk up on Ivory behind her. And I looked at Ivory. I said, what are you on? And she looked at me and she was like, I'm on Facebook, Mom. Now, at this time, Ivory wasn't that old. I mean, because I think you got to be, like 18 or
Yeah.
21 on Facebook. And so I'm like, and at this time, Ivory was on maybe like, was she still in Cowden or either
Oh my.
Persian? One of them. I think she was still in Cowden.
Oh my
And I was like,
gosh.
yeah. And I was like, Ivory, what are you on?
So
She's
she's
like,
like in fourth
oh,
grade.
yeah. I was like, she's like, I'm on Facebook. I'm like, what is Facebook? And that's how, me and John knew about the internet and all that stuff because of her. And I was like, I was like, this child is on something that we don't even know nothing about. And then she lied because you had to lie about your age
Yes.
to get on. And so I'm like, well, how old you? I said, how old you tell people you was? 21, girl. Bye. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, okay. So that's how we learned. That's how we found out about Facebook,
Yeah, they did used to lie. Her and Tristan
Look,
both lied about their
lie.
age to get on Facebook. I
No,
think a
that's
lot of
not.
kids did,
That's not true.
though.
I didn't. I didn't even make my Facebook. Johnny made it for me.
Oh, he did. He did make it. Oh my gosh, he did. He
See, there
sure
you
did
go.
make your
Yeah,
Facebook.
and a lot of parents were doing that,
They
getting
make their
kids on
face, yes, and
But
then
you only
and then they put restrictions on their Facebook page.
Yeah,
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 yeah, they
yeah.
do.
But
That's
why put them on there
true.
and
Oh my
put
gosh, he
restrictions
did.
on there? I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
He wanted you to have your own Facebook.
yeah.
I think you asked though.
Yeah, because you could play games on it.
You could
Remember
play
you could play
games.
games on Facebook? Yeah.
You can't play no. Well, you can still now, but there's weird AI stuff on there, and
Yeah, it
then
is. Yeah.
which is kind of cool and fun, But it's like, but it's there was something there's this guy on Instagram, and he made, and I can't remember his name, but he was talking about AI, and he was talking about how you'll see some of these women on there, and like they'll have all the fake stuff and filters, and there's AI imaging that you can
Right.
make. And so he was like, when you meet people and they have all of this on, he was like, you're lying to me right from the jump about who you really are.
Exactly.
And he is like, so if people you meet are like that, or that, like, how can you believe anything
Yeah.
about
You
anybody
can't.
or
You
anything?
can't. You
Yeah.
can't
So,
really. I mean,
right. So you can't distinguish so this is where I think people don't know what is real
and what's not.
and what's not anymore.
Well,
It's very difficult for people to discern what it is.
I'll take it a step even further from that specific example. So we've talked about OnlyFans here before.
We did, yes. You know what OnlyFans is, don't you, Tracey?
Some who?
Okay, so I don't feel so bad. Explain to your auntie
Right. What is that?
what OnlyFans are.
So OnlyFans, it's like a subscription-based sort of social media. It was meant for celebrities to get on there and make an account, and then their fans would sign up and pay like $10 a month or whatever, and they would give them like exclusive content, or maybe they could talk to them or whatever. But now it's basically just become a porn site. So there's people just signing up there, making accounts, and they're just doing porn and selling it on there. That's basically what it's become.
But how do they really know that they're actually get in contact with these people, with the celebrities?
So that's where I'm going. So on Instagram, this is like a whole business model for people where they will use AI to create a woman. Say they want to make a Japanese woman, a thick Japanese woman with short red hair, okay? And they can do that, and it'll look like a real person. They'll make a whole Instagram page for it and everything, and it looks like a real person. And they'll make like they'll make an OnlyFans for it, and they'll put like, they'll use the AI to make nasty pictures of them or whatever.
Well, for one, if they put a woman on there, like you said, Chinese woman, a thick Chinese woman with red hair, they should know that's a lie right there. Because for one, you ain't gonna see no thick Chinese people. And for two, you ain't gonna see them thick. And for three, they ain't got no red hair. You should know that is fake.
Okay, that's kind of a good point. First of all, I said Japanese.
Well, whatever. Japanese.
Second of all, there are a lot of thick Asian women out there today. Okay, let me just tell you, BBLs do exist, and there's a lot of
something they had to add on to them, but they wasn't,
Maybe not naturally. No, not naturally. You're probably right. For the most part.
Tracey, that was an excellent point. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's so wise. I love it.
But listen, this is the point I was getting to, is people, they're making these fake people, and people are paying to see these fake people do things, and they're getting their kicks off to it, and they're not even real people.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And that's a business. That's a business for people.
Right.
Yes, that's very true.
Which is smart. I'm not gonna lie, it's a smart thing to do. Especially at the beginning of this, because the whole AI thing has kind of just exploded over the past couple years.
Yeah, it has.
It's smart to get in at the beginning and do something like that. You can make a lot of money doing that.
AI has really exploded, and it's kind of scary, because as like I said, as our kid, the generations are, the different generations, our future generation kids, whatever, are they going to be able to cipher what is real and what is fake? Because everything, now they look at things, they're like, oh, okay, because they make everything look so real. So like, when they look at stuff like that, are they going to be like, is that real? They're going to think it's real because, it does. It looks real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the future, like my generation and past me, like you said, we've lived with this kind of technology for the better part of our lives, right?
Most of your life, absolutely.
I think as we go on, the future generations will be able to decipher that kind of stuff because they're growing up with this technology.
Right.
Like the kids that are being born now are going to grow up with even greater technology than I grew up with, and so on and so forth. So I think they'll be more versed in it than you are, or Mom is, or maybe even than I am.
It's true.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think that's a really good point to make because you are growing up in it and you guys do know what's AI and what's not. But I think it also
Most of the time. Sometimes it's,
it's tricky.
Yeah,
It's very
it is
tricky.
tricky. It's
but I'm
very
saying
tricky.
if you know what you're looking at, like if you've seen it a lot, it becomes like you can see the patterns of most of the time you can tell if it's fake or
Yeah, but
not,
as
you
but
know.
as but as but
Yeah.
as technology gets more advanced, are you really going to be able to decipher, is it
Right.
real?
That's
Even though you're growing up with it, but even like I said, as it's more advanced as it gets, are you really going to actually know if it's real or not? You
right.
know, so
I
Yeah.
think
I mean,
that I
I
think the lines will start to get really blurred.
Yeah, they will.
Um and people won't be able to.
Mhm.
Or
right,
they'll prefer the AI over reality
right,
because
Yeah.
they don't
right,
that is AI is to them going to be perfection. People
right.
don't like imperfection. And
No,
so AI is like
And
I can't
AI
I
doesn't like imperfection either.
but yeah, that's why it's AI.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
AI
why
is not
it's
perfect either all the
that's
time. So
no, it's
yeah,
not. But it's better than what maybe somebody's reality is or what they have. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And they're going to have a preference.
Yeah.
right.
So I think that it's yeah. I mean I for people like I mean just for me personally I'm fearful. I guess fearful of it in a way just because it's like one person did tell me last week, and I told you this Tracy too yesterday. And I was like, she
Mm-hmm.
said Elon Musk must be stopped.
Just be
She
stopped. Right,
Goodness.
girl.
she
This
was
is
like, he's going a little
ridiculous.
bit too far with the robots. You know,
Yeah.
the robots I think we talked about last week were a little bit creepy.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
but they're only creepy because of the movies you've seen about robots.
no, and I haven't seen no,
No.
but see, this is the thing, Tracy. Do you remember the movie Short Circuit?
Yeah.
Back in the 1980s, so they were talking about robots then that could talk, and but they were
Right.
not like whenever I saw that movie and they were talking about robots, I wasn't like scared of robots, not like
These
that.
robots
These
they
are
make
different.
nowadays. Yeah, because these robots they make
You
nowadays,
know,
some of the ones you see, they got like the human face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they look like a human, but they're robots.
Well, they're supposed
yes,
to because they're supposed to function physically as a
I
human
know
would so that
that,
they can
but that
complete human
is,
tasks,
but that
you
is
know?
so, that is so, this is so wrong on so many levels. I mean, I don't know.
there's
I don't know.
something sinister to me. There's something sinister about that, and I'll tell you why. Because it's almost kind of like, and I mean, you can say it's. I'm thinking of it like a movie, okay, but it's almost kind of like wanting to replace humans
kind
in
of
a way,
right,
humankind, or however you want to look at it.
mankind,
And
right,
people will
right.
say, "Well, that's a crazy way to think," but it's really not.
Well,
It's not
well
because
that
You know,
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Why they're
you know,
making these robots to replace mankind because they figure, the robots can do a lot more what man
humans.
can do,
Yeah,
And you
right?
don't have to pay them.
yeah, and
And
you
you don't have
don't
to
have
pay
to
them
pay them.
anything,
No.
right? So
Well,
you
that
just basically trying to wipe out the human race. Well, what
mhm.
the hell,
Hmm.
you
Well,
Well,
know?
that's
it can take over specific jobs
well
of
that's
people.
Right.
kind of
You
what
know.
the um what's it called? The strike. The
Yes, the port
the
strike
port
that
at the
had.
port
Yeah.
that was part
Yes.
of the reason why they were striking was because they're using automation.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
I saw this video from China, and it was at a port, but nobody's actually physically like they're not using cranes and stuff. It's just people sitting in an office looking at displays like computers, and they're moving it all with joysticks. They're
Hmm.
moving all the cargo and stuff like it's a video game.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. There's nobody physically working like they used to work on like the docks.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it,
But the thing is,
it's
the plus side of that is it's a lot safer. It's a lot less physically demanding. You know.
it's true, but it's true, and I get it. Like I'm
And
talking
it would
about
be
those
this it would be
advancements.
the same if you used robots. It would be
Less
safer.
accidents,
Yeah.
less,
Yes.
on the insurance, for
True.
like insurance purposes,
Yeah.
medical. I mean, yeah, cutting the cost of med. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
a reason why they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, as time goes on, it's getting more advanced, and they're going to start making these robots. I mean, look at Elon Musk. I mean, he's already done started. And as time goes on, it gets more advanced, and it's just going to be more out there, and people just going to be like, okay, these robots are taking over my job. What am I supposed to do now?
Well, they're not going
You
to have
know,
anything. They're going to be destitute.
right? So it's
Well,
just like they're
That's
just
going to
kind
be
of
the
wiping out
reality.
the race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's going to be the reality eventually.
maybe,
yeah.
but it's not going to happen right away. I think
Well,
it'll take.
no,
I don't
not
think it'll
right
take a
away.
long time
Yeah.
before. Personally, I don't. I think that'll take a really long time to get to the point where robots are doing everything rather than humans.
Right.
I think
Yes.
it'll start
Yes.
out as like you'll have a robot in the office assisting,
Yeah.
or the mailman will have one to drop off packages or something.
Right.
But I don't. I think it'll take a long time before.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing it.
It sounds crazy.
I'm
But
sorry.
you know what? But
Let's-
you already see like what is the delivery? What is that? The delivery, the little cars that deliver stuff. Johnson he
Yeah.
saw one the other day.
The
What is it?
self-driving
500?
car?
Yeah, we got one here in Springfield. Johnson he saw one, and I was just like, okay, so is
Yes.
this going to be our new reality? With the self-driving,
Yes.
delivery. So what's that going to do for the people that actually, you know, be
Deliver.
deliveries?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're taking these people's jobs with these robots. And I don't think that's fair to
That's why
me.
she said Elon Musk must be stopped.
Thank you.
It's almost
Exactly.
kind of like I think it was the Ren and Stimpy cartoon back in the day that was always talking about, what are we doing today? Today we're taking over the world.
The world.
That's
my
what
goodness.
In the
Elon Musk,
brain.
that's Elon Musk mentality.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that. I don't think it's
All
his.
right.
I personally don't believe that it's his intention to just replace humans
That's an
in
evil
the
man.
workplace.
He's an evil man.
I don't
I don't think that. I think he just thinks it's cool. And he's a
honest,
billionaire, so he can do that.
Anything
You know?
honestly he thinks he is probably the smartest human being in the world is what he thinks. And he's got a lot of money, and I'm telling you that can be, I'm not saying like he can't be innovative, but he's also got an air of arrogance with him.
Wouldn't you if you
And
had
no.
150 billion? Yes, you would, Mom. You
Are you
cannot
kidding
sit up
me?
here and say that if you had 150 billion dollars that you wouldn't strut around like you had 150 billion dollars. Of
No.
course you would.
No, because let me tell you something. No, because it's all about what's in someone's heart. It's all about what's in somebody's heart. No.
I'm on
He's walking around like he can just do whatever he wants, and I'm telling you, people like that are freaking dangerous.
But
They are.
I don't think that's what's happening though.
Okay, well, you don't have to believe that that's what's happening, but I'm telling you that that's what's happening.
Right. Exactly.
I'm just saying, to me, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with my opinion, but that's my opinion, and I'm telling you, sometimes people can see things that are happening right in front of them, and they don't want to believe it, even though they know it's happening.
Well,
Tracy, you know what I'm saying.
but yeah,
I
but
know.
like you can say that, but you don't know for a certainty.
Well, no, I don't know for certainty, but I know what I see.
Yeah, and you can look in and see what the possibilities may be, but that doesn't mean that that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think there's other safer ways to have that. I think he just wants to, like the cyber trucks. We saw some of them today. Them things are like the ugliest things I've ever
See,
seen.
you guys are just haters.
No, I'm not haters. I'm not
You
haters.
just, I think the Cybertruck is pretty cool.
That
Me
is
and,
the ugliest. I swear that is the
Ugliest
oh
thing.
my God, me and Grandma
I-
saw one the other
it's
day
like-
in traffic. She said the same thing. She said it was
It's
ugly
like
too.
they look like they're driving a trash can. That's what it looks like.
Oh my
Another trash
goodness.
can. It is ugly.
I don't like
It
them.
is.
They're not my cup of tea.
Yeah, well, a
No.
lot of people have that
You know
opinion.
what?
They're not my cup of
To
tea.
me, Tesla is overrated because I
Thank
see
you.
those cars all the time on the
Overrated.
highway, and it's just like the car is just plain Jane.
It
So I
is.
guess
It's
it's
minimalist.
like, but I guess it's more like the features. I guess is why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
But
Well,
to
yeah.
me, I wouldn't have one. I mean,
No.
I just don't like the car.
I don't either.
And now they made this ugly truck. What the hell? An ugly trash can.
It
You
is.
know,
It is.
that's what it looks like to me.
I just can't get with it.
Yeah.
I can't get with it. And I
I can't
think
get with it either.
no,
It's
and
crazy.
I don't.
Would you drive in a self-driving car? Like ride in a self-driving car? Like
No.
That
I
would
mean
be
like the new one that they just unveiled at the Tesla event, like the Tesla cab. It doesn't have a steering wheel or a gas
no,
pedal or brake or anything.
definitely
It
not.
just drives you.
No.
Definitely not.
You
No,
wouldn't?
Mm-mm.
nope.
On
Mm-mm.
honestly, just you describing it is terrifying for me.
Right. You have
Don't
no
laugh.
steering wheel.
It's laughing
You
at
have
me.
no steering wheel and no. Mm-mm.
Nothing about that is appealing to me.
It's nothing.
And I'm not being a hater.
No,
There's
I know.
nothing appealing for this goes. There's nothing appealing to me. That does no. And I think that
What about it scares you?
I don't have any damn control.
Oh yeah, there's
At
that.
all.
That's a good
At
point.
all.
Mm-mm.
But I think some of those Teslas don't
No.
Tesla's cars don't they do that like self
Yeah,
driving?
they have
Like
self-driving. Yeah.
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 But
But at
some
least they
of
have a
those have.
steering wheel, but don't have no steering wheel. No, you cannot drive me around. I'm not finna get in anything.
I don't remember
It,
for sure if they don't. I'll have to look it up and see. But from
But
what I
you.
remember, I don't think they do.
Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember the movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and
yeah,
Sylvester
I just watched that
Stallone?
movie a couple weeks ago. I just watched that movie.
And so whenever I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's cool! Like it has like a
Right.
self-drive feature and all that." I think that's where Elon Musk got his ideas from.
You never know.
Of course, he
You
just
never
made
know.
Seriously,
he just
like
he has the resources to make those things a reality.
you know, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh! But he's
Yeah.
just a little bit too arrogant. I can't get with it. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just,
I just, I mean,
I
he's a
can't.
billionaire. I get it, and he can do basically anything he wants to do.
But
But
just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's
but you should because everything is not good. Everything is not good,
no.
And he just thinks that he can just, oh, I'm Elon Musk. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Okay, no, that's just not cool. Yeah, and I agree with the girl. He must be stopped.
That's what and everybody was like, yeah. But I mean, it's just, but it's true. Everything, it doesn't mean like people can have money. There's this is what gets me. And I'm not saying all these billionaires have to do this, but I'm just saying there's people that are starving in this country right now.
Oh my
They
Lord.
no. Don't start groaning. I'm just saying I'm not saying they have to give up all their money, but there's so many charities and I mean some of them do give to charities and all that, but they could solve a lot of the homelessness in this
They
country,
could.
and they could
They
still
could.
be billionaires.
They still be billionaires.
But they
Right.
don't want to do that, so they're like,
But they
hey,
use their money and they move. They use their money. I mean, you can do
what you want with
money.
it? I get it.
That's your
Yes,
money. I
yes.
get that. But when you make foolish things like a ugly ass, excuse my French, a ugly ass trash can damn car. Come on now. That is so. You could have used your money for something better than that.
I love it.
Come on now. Get
Yes.
really. Come on.
I love
Elon.
it.
You could have did something better than that.
Thank you.
But
Thank you, sis.
yeah, but I agree. A lot of these people, celebrities, and people that have a lot of money, they like I said, they don't have to give all their money up to help the poor. And I'm like I said, they do give some
Yes,
charities, whatever.
they
But
do.
when
Yeah.
you're using your money for, like I said, just for nonsense or whatever, come on now.
Actually,
Yes.
speaking of Elon Musk and money and charity, have you seen that he's given away $1 million checks to people?
I did
Ooh.
read that. I did
Yeah,
read that.
but
yes.
only in certain states. If you, I actually screenshotted it because I was thinking about signing up for it, but they don't. It's not in Florida.
Yeah, but it was for something. There's something else, a reason why he's doing it though.
Petition in favor of free speech and the right to bear arms. We all agree.
We already have that.
No, I'm saying
Right.
it's in favor of free speech and right to bear arms. But we all agree with those two things, don't
We
we?
already have that in this country.
Thank you.
But it's to guarantee freedom of speech and the right to bear arms.
It is guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
Oh my gosh.
Who said it's not guaranteed?
It's not. I'm saying it's not totally guaranteed.
Who
This
is going to take away our right to free speech?
Someone could. It's not impossible. All I'm saying is, if you sign this petition, he's giving you $1 million. Or he's selecting somebody to give $1 million.
It's a catch to that somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
Or,
It's a catch.
I mean, not everybody. He's choosing like one person from each state. I think it's only in like battleground states or something.
Oh, of course. Yes. It's in
Thank
battleground
you.
states.
Well, I don't know if
like
they
I
are.
said, it's a catch to that, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina.
Yes, exactly. In the
There you go.
states,
There it is.
because he's a Trump supporter. That
Thank
you know,
you.
honey, you
See,
got to
that's the real reason why.
So
I
no,
told
no,
you- I
no,
told you
no,
it's a
no,
catch.
because he was no. I don't care if he's Trump or he's a Democrat because he was Democratic. Now he's with Trump. Before he wasn't. He was with Biden. So he flip flops based on who's gonna do what he wants to do, what's gonna benefit him.
Which is how everybody votes.
Is how it right,
That's how
but
everyone should
that's
vote.
not how everybody votes.
That's how everyone should vote. You should vote for the one that's going to benefit
No.
you and your community the most.
You know,
That's what you
but
vote
people
for.
don't flip flop all the time, Tristan.
Right.
But that's not
right.
flip-flopping.
Yeah.
It's okay to have to look at things objectively and decide objectively
Of course.
which one you think is the better candidate. Just there's people that voted for Obama that voted for Trump in the last election.
Sure, they did.
That doesn't mean that they're flip-floppers. It just means that's, they're looking at things objectively.
I can still look at things objectively, but I don't switch my party.
Thank you. Exactly.
Some people don't switch their party. They
Well,
may
yeah.
not agree with everything that their candidate does, but they don't switch their party.
They don't switch
they're
their party,
loyalists to that. But
Right.
I mean, he's just like he basically, I'm just going to point blank just saying the shit like I want to say it right now. People don't want to vote for her because she's black and she's a woman. If anybody ever says,
Nobody said anything about Kamala.
but I'm just saying I'm talking about Musk and why he went to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't, because he voted for Biden. He voted for Obama. I mean, he's been a Democrat,
So
right?
why all of a sudden?
So all of a sudden he
flip-flop and go to
switches
Trump?
because he doesn't like Kamala because she's a
Because-
woman.
right, because
And then
she's a
he's
woman.
talking about this free speech. She ain't never said I'm going to take away your free speech.
She never did say that.
And the right to bear arms. She ain't going to take away nobody's guns.
Right.
She's a gun owner. And so
Right.
you
Thank
brought
you.
this up, and he got this look on his face, girl. Tristan knows this shit be getting to me, girl. I know
No, that's
it.
not. I wasn't even meaning to talk about.
But that's why he's doing it in battleground states.
I don't know that those are battleground states.
They are
Most
every
of them
which
are.
every which one you read off.
Are
Battleground states.
Right. That's
All
why
of
they're
them,
campaigning them now.
That's why he's
Again,
giving
North
away
Carolina, all of
because
it.
he wants
Right.
people to support, to guarantee it, because they're trying to say that she's trying to take away people's right to free speech and to take away their guns. That's why he's doing that.
Right.
That's why he's
That's
doing
not-
that.
And that is not true.
And that's not true. That's not what she's doing. This is what I'm talking about when we're going back talking about what people and we talked about misinformation and disinformation last week. But this is what I'm talking about. That when it gets spread, people don't know how to discern what is real and what is not.
Right.
And this is why people need to do their own research about whatever. They just need to research it.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
believe everything people tell them.
Yeah.
What they
People believe what
what they
everybody
what
says
said,
instead of just
right. Instead doing it, researching it themselves.
what would you think, both of you? What would you think of having an AI president?
Tracey, I'll let you take this one.
No.
Because because it would be it's not a person, so it's not hampered down by physiology, and it's unbiased. It's not going to be biased towards any particular group or skin color. It'll be programmed to make good objective decisions that benefits everybody. So why would that be a bad thing?
But somebody has to. Okay, so you said it's ran by a program.
Well,
Okay.
if it's an AI, so let's say it's an AI, it's super intelligent AI.
Well, I mean, it's still run by.
It wouldn't be run
Man.
by any particular. No, it's a software. It's a program.
Right,
And
but
I don't
who-
know
but-
how it all
but
works.
they-
But,
But they still, who makes the program?
well, that's a good question.
Okay.
I'm just saying. We don't have to get into those kind of particulars. I'm just saying, would you be opposed to something like that rather than a human being who has biases and has done whatever things in their past, said whatever things in their past? It's just a clean.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would. It's just because you don't really know. You know what? I just really don't know what to say about that one because it's it's kind of complicated. I just wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'd be scared. I'd be scared to have an AI as a president because you just don't really know exactly.
you don't know if somebody is controlling it. You wouldn't really know exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, who? Because even though it's a program, who makes up this program? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to. It's still ran by a person. I mean, the program's still made by a person, so it's like,
Yeah.
so why not just have an actual president? For
Well,
the president.
I
What do you
agree with
think?
you
What do you think,
because no, I agree. I mean, because if the key word that you said is programmed, so somebody's programming.
No, but it wouldn't be programmed towards any specific party or to identify with any specific group of people. It would be just a completely objective being, I guess, digital being.
But AI is a computer program, correct?
But how would
Yeah.
that work with
Okay, so
other countries, though?
every computer program has to have somebody controlling it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have someone controlling it. I don't think.
Okay,
that's how it
but
works.
then somebody's inputting some sort of information.
No. So
Somebody's
no, that's not how AI works. This is how
Okay.
AI works. AI works by it basically compiles all of the information that's on the internet.
okay.
Everything. Like it knows everything basically. So I guess
But you know what? Okay, I understand about all the AI and everything, but who actually makes up this program?
Yeah, because it didn't come out of nowhere.
Thank you.
you
So
mean
who
right
makes
now
up this?
just
Yeah, like
Like now. I mean,
somebody created. It was
it's government
created.
controlled.
It was
It's government
created.
controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
not just. It's not like okay, the computer made it itself.
well no.
Right.
So
Well, the biggest one right now is made by OpenAI. That's the biggest AI company. They have been accused. Well, the thing is, there's certain parameters that they have to put on the AI. So, like, if you tell it, like, it won't say certain things that might depict violence or
Right.
racism and stuff like that. So there are parameters that they put in place where it won't respond to certain things
Right.
because it might be offensive or whatever.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
Right.
Well, I get that, but no, I
It's
just
still
don't know.
government controlled. I mean, it's still ran by the government. I mean, it don't matter how you put it. It's still, to me, it's still run by the government.
Yeah. It's ran by something or some entity.
Something or-
It's ran
or
by an
something.
entity or something, like a government, a
Something.
board, or
Right.
something. It's not.
Something. Right.
It's just not. Yeah, there's still people controlling it.
Okay, well
Right.
let's live in a fantasy world.
No, you can't live in a fantasy world.
No, I'm
Right.
saying because we're talking about the acceptance of AI and the fears of it or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's say that AI becomes sentient. But AI is all knowing. It knows everything basically. Would you still be opposed to having that as a leader, someone that is completely unbiased, all knowing, pretty much? You know, would you still be opposed to having a leader like that? That wasn't controlled by anything or anything like that.
In a fantasy world, just what you're trying to say.
I'm saying, but that is, I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility completely. But
I don't know.
I don't know about
We're
that
both
one.
like, I don't know. I don't know because I don't like fantasy questions like that because I live in reality.
But I'm saying that could be a reality where AI does become sentient and is put in places of leadership because it knows everything. And it doesn't have emotions or feelings.
I don't know if I want something lead me ain't got no
Right. Then
emotions
I
or
got no emotion or
feelings.
feelings to it.
Because
Right.
then, I mean, how so?
Or at least it doesn't have human emotions or feelings.
Why would I want to?
It doesn't get hurt or jealous or angry or anything like that.
Well, then how can it make decisions that are best for me if it doesn't have?
It's not going to make decisions like as humans a lot of times make decisions based on emotion rather than logic or facts.
Then how can it have any sort of sympathy or empathy for others and do good and help people then?
Right.
Like I said, it wouldn't make its decision based on
Then how
emotion.
can it do good for people that really need help and put in good policy
Because
that's
it
going to
doesn't
help
have
people who
feelings or
really need
emotions.
it if it
Right.
doesn't have feelings or emotions?
Emotions. Right.
I don't know. I just think in that
It can't
I'm saying
do
in that
that.
scenario, I think it would using its logic and its knowledge of everything, would try to make the best decision for everyone, and
Okay.
and you know
In an unbiased
have
way.
unbiased ideas and
With
you
the
know.
way the world's going
Right.
nowadays, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past it.
Well,
For AI to be, up in, I wouldn't say used as a president,
Yeah, maybe not president, but
not president, but I'm pretty sure that it would be,
like the
in the
principal
government
of
some kind of
a
way.
principal of a school or something.
I could see that maybe.
A secretary.
Yeah, right.
Secretary. A secretary.
There's
Maybe
definitely going to be AI secretaries.
maybe a police officer.
No,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, they do have those robot dogs.
Yes.
and that some police.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
heard
I
about
think
those robots.
definitely putting having them in the military, instead
What
of
about
Yeah, the
you ever saw
robots.
that old
yeah.
movie RoboCop?
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
RoboCop. They'll have RoboCops. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, they were kind of like setting the stage for this back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, they should.
I'm telling you.
Hey, that'd be a good idea.
They'll have RoboCops,
Yeah.
and like you said, I think we're in just like this realm of there's going to be all kinds of possibilities that are going to
I
happen.
think so.
But I think
Yeah.
it's just people having a self-awareness that you better start paying attention to what is real and what is not,
But it's not right.
because
It's-
people be
it's out
blurring
there.
the lines, and then
Mhm.
they take part of what was reality and be mixing it up, and then they're all discombobulated. And then they just don't know.
People can get
they're
hurt.
lost.
I mean, even though they think it's a good idea for this AI thing, but people, I think, can be hurt by this too.
Mhm.
So like I said, you just have to decipher from real from fake, and and I don't know. It's just like I say, it's just a scary thing, and
Mhm.
Do
you just never know.
Do you remember the thing with Bruce Willis? I think it might have been a rumor. I'm not sure, but you know how he has been like sick.
Yes.
He has aphasia or
Yeah.
one of the something like that.
He's got some kind of dementia or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
But I don't know if this was true or not, but I'd heard people saying this, that he actually signed his likeness over to some company that uses AI, so that once he's gone, they can use his likeness for movies, for commercials, and stuff like that, all using AI. So would you do something like that after you passed, to where you could I don't know, sign over your likeness to some company that'll make a recreation of your personality, basically,
No.
using AI,
No.
and that they
Once
could.
I'm gone, I'm gone. I don't want nobody to make
Nope.
nothing of me. It's not me.
Okay, well, what if it was to your family? If you could make some sort of AI recreation of your personality and put it into
Nope.
one of those robots or something.
No.
And it'd be like it would be just like it was you.
No, because you have
No.
pictures of me. That's what you would have as
And to
memory
me,
for
that
me. Pictures and
right.
video of me. You
It's too.
don't need to
And
have
I think
AI
it'd be
of
too
me.
hurtful because I mean,
No.
it'd be too hurtful because it's like, you
Mm-mm.
know, you're there but you're
No.
not there.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You know you're gone, but then you got smiles walking
No.
around. No. Mm-mm. I couldn't do that.
No,
No.
I couldn't do that either. It'd be
I couldn't
like
my family. I couldn't put y'all through that.
reopening a wound that you're trying to heal.
Yeah,
Or it'll be like,
basically.
I think they're already kind of doing that sort of. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's in the early stages, but I'm sure they could do something now where they could recreate your personality using AI, like on a computer, where it'll make like a little model of your face or whatever on the computer, and you could talk to it, and it would be like talking to you. So you wouldn't even consider doing something like that, even if it was just for your family.
No,
I don't know if I could. I don't
I
know
don't
if I
think
could
so.
do that. That would be really hard.
Yeah.
Why would it be hard for you? You'd be gone. You wouldn't know.
I mean,
Well,
you
why
talk
would
to
you
your.
want me to do that?
I'm saying so I could talk to you. It'd be like I was talking to you. You know?
Yeah, but then you're talking to her, but then it's just like,
Mm.
man, I wish I could feel her. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm
Wish I could
talking to
hug my
her,
mom,
I wish I could hug my mom. I wish
Yeah.
I could actually feel her. To give her a hug. It's just not the same.
How would that
It
Well,
make
just
you
wouldn't be the
feel?
same.
of
How
course
would that
it's
make you feel? And then after we talked, and then would that make you feel better if you're trying to heal if I'm not here anymore?
I think it would.
No,
I think it would
no, you
personally.
think it would? I don't think it would. I mean, me personally, I don't think
I mean,
I wouldn't
it's
want
the
that.
same way like you see in movies or TV shows where somebody dies and then their friend is always going back and playing the last voicemail they left them because they want to hear their voice.
Yeah.
This is just the heightened version of that where you can actually talk to the person. It's not you, obviously. It's a recreation of you, but I
Mm,
think a lot of people that lose loved ones. I'm sure people would urge their parents or whoever to do something like that for after they're gone. For sure, people will definitely do that.
I'm
I
pretty sure
don't.
there probably will be people that do that. I'm pretty sure there
Yeah.
probably will be.
I don't know. I think if I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of
I'm pretty
hard
sure that was
for
a
me to
Black Mirror
answer.
episode, actually.
You probably saw that
Is
on
it-
a movie or television
No, yeah,
show.
I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty
sure.
sure he did.
No, I'm pretty
I'm
sure
pretty
they.
sure he did.
I'm pretty sure they did that in Black Mirror.
I
But
would
I'm
think
saying that could become a reality for sure.
I would just write you a very lovely letter that you could read over and over, and
Yes, it's like
make a video for you, and leave it at that. I would not sell anything to
right.
AI. That is
No,
not.
no,
There's a lot
that's
of other sentimental things that I can make for you that you could have that
right.
you can
To
remember me
be
by, and
talking through AI.
I don't have to sell any likeness to AI. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't
Mhm,
want to do that. Once I'm gone, like Tracy said, once I'm gone, I'm gone. But
mhm.
no, there's a lot of different things I could give to you that you could remember me by.
I guess.
So no, I don't want to do
I
that.
think I would do it.
Well, that would be your choice.
Yeah.
That would be your choice. I think everybody has a choice in that, what they would do. I think for me,
Hello?
probably like me and Tracy are like, man, we're old school. We're not
Yeah,
doing nothing.
it's too much.
That's just too overwhelming for us. That's
Yeah,
like
it's too
sensory
much.
overload.
It's too
That's just
much.
too much for us. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I down the line it
Your
would.
phone's getting distorted. I can't half hear you.
Yeah. Huh?
Hold on.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Tristan,
Hello?
what happened to
Can
your
you hear me?
phone?
Is it unplugged?
I lost you guys.
Can you hear me? Talk, Mom.
Yeah, she can't hear you.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
No, she can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Goodness. This is ridiculous.
No, Tristan, it's her phone.
Yeah, it's probably her phone.
Yeah.
It's not my phone. I don't know what's going on.
Hello?
We Tracy can't hear us.
I can't hear you.
She can't hear us. Hello, can you hear us? She can't hear us.
Okay, I'm just gonna end the call and I'll text her
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know what's going on.
We lost Tracey.
I think it actually might have been my phone.
What happened to your phone?
Hold on, I'll call her back. Because we can't end like that.
We're gonna try to get her back now.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? I was like,
Tristan's phone is piece of
I don't
doo-doo.
know. I don't know what happened.
because it kept going down and down and down. I was like, well, I'm just gonna say goodbye.
No,
We lost contact.
Tristan's phone. We're like, well, Tristan's like, this is just ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
We're gonna try to call her back right now.
I don't know what happened.
Right.
And you kept saying
hello.
I know.
Hello.
That's on the podcast too. You're like, hello, and we're like, hello, hello,
right. Well, I'm glad I wasn't cussing.
We're like, hello, hello, hello.
Right.
And Tristan's like, I'm just gonna end this call.
Right.
That's just ridiculous.
Well, we might as well wrap it up before it
Yes.
happens again. So.
Yes.
Yes, mine's well. So
I enjoyed being on the podcast with you guys, and I thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. You've been a very special guest for us on our 30th episode.
30 weeks we've done this.
Yeah.
You guys are doing so well. I'm just so proud of you guys. You guys started this out, and you guys are doing such a fabulous job, and just so proud of you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Next time I'm on, maybe we can get Miss Wanda on.
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah, we have to.
We got to do that.
I'm sure Mom will tell all kinds of stories about how
Oh my God,
how terrible as children we were.
Yeah, we can kind of rattle her cage a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
she'll love it. She'll be like, yeah, whatever. Yes, I was just blah blah blah. I was just a terrible mother.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, I know, but it'll be wonderful. So yes, but we do appreciate you coming on the podcast today. Thank you so much. And yeah, it was a great conversation and a lot of great input, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, and I love you guys, and I will say I will talk to you guys later.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
Thank you. It's another round of applause.
Yes.
All
All right.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
All right. So that was Miss Tracey, my oldest sister.
Mm-hmm.
So, remember everybody that, do you have, before we close up, do you have any other, messages, thoughts before we end it today?
I think the end of the world is coming. So we might as well embrace it.
Oh my goodness.
So that's my message.
Wow, that's a really dark message.
It's not dark.
I was hoping you would say something a little bit lighter than that, but okay. I just want to say that everybody live in your truth and love yourself and take care of yourself and live each day like it's your last.
Yeah. And scrub your crack. Please.
Okay. And on,
because some of you out there don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So remember that you can catch our podcast on YouTube, Spotify,
Apple Podcasts, even iHeartRadio.
In iHeartRadio, yes.
Yeah. Oh, Amazon too, but nobody uses it.
Amazon Music, but I guess nobody uses that.
Yeah.
And we're also on. You can catch us on Instagram at Tay and Tristan Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have TikTok, which is the Tay and Tristan Hour. And we are, I always forget. I need to start writing this down. We please check out our website, which is tayandtristan.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also check out TATH Styles And that website is mytayandtristan.shop.
Yes, it is.
And check out our merch whenever you get a chance. Yeah. And
please do.
I think that is it. I always know that I'm forgetting something, but I just don't know what it is. And I always remember after.
I don't think you are. I think
close
you
down.
got
I
it.
think that's it. But we are really grateful to all of our subscribers. Thank you. So if you do like our content, please comment, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. Love you guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.